I haven't heard that music in a little while. Note to self, when your room starts to become a nursery for stray animals, try to have someone else babysit while you're, like, trying to do a thing, because it's impossible to record anything when your room itself becomes a nursery. So there you go. Hey there, people of the internet world, it's Kibatsu, and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyrie Profile. So after we just finished Chapter 1 here, we are here starting off Chapter 2! Yay! Yay, we're starting off a thing. Alright, so there's really nothing else to add other than it's time to do our job again and search for a person, I guess. Actually, I'm trying to remember here, what is it that... I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, what is it that, Freya wanted? I think it was formation, leadership, a warrior? You know what, if I really want to know, I can just go to that lady that's in the Artalia mountain ruins and just ask her. That creature is always there. So, if you need to know anything about the game, or if you forgot what you need to do, whatever, you just go back there and you can ask him and her for, like, information or whatever. So, there you go. But let's not dawdle. Let's go ahead and see what or who is next.
Arngrim did what? This is some sort of mistake.
Hey, let's all go together. There's no reason to go it alone. If we all go, then dying for justice and lofty ideas is pointless.
You're talking about Arngrim again, eh? About him being special? I will not run away.
So, I guess we're going back to Artalia really soon as well. I'm kind of surprised. Not really. If anybody has played this game before, then they'll know who's next. But to anybody that's new, this is somebody that we've actually seen once before. But we've only seen him maybe a minute or two. That's it. But he's an important character because... not there. Because you'll see why. So, we're heading back to Artalia. I don't think I've ever... Did I actually read this? I don't think I have. Oh well. But, yeah, we're going back to Artalia to see who we're going to recruit next. So let's not waste any time. Blah, blah, blah. I'll stop trying to gibber. Huh. Now why is he in jail? Ugh. Well, that's great. Arngrim's to blame for killing Jolanda. But on top of that, yeah, he did kill Lombard and 30 soldiers. But they don't have an explanation for this, let alone did they even try to learn of the situation more. That's really great. Maybe that's why Roland is in jail.
Please, let's just stop, Arngrim. I'm not a genius like you.
Genius? That's what losers say. He's different. He's special. Pick up your spear. All you can do is your best. If this world is hell, then the gods must be kinder than everybody thinks. Are you just a blade of grass to be blown in the wind?
I will not run away. Though it may not be exactly the type of law my father had in mind,
Now, I don't really have anything philosophical for this, scene here, but there is something about this scene that's rather important. This game is very, very vague about what the cause of Lawfer's death is. To the game's records, and to my knowledge, there is no actual proof. There's no actual way of knowing exactly how Lawfer died. What did he do? What happened? Where was he going? What was he trying to accomplish? There's no answer to these questions. And honestly, it bugs me to no end that it happened like that. I can kind of understand that they may have decided to, be open-ended with that so that you can draw your own conclusion. The only thing I really would have preferred is that if Lawfer would have met Valkyrie in the first place, if they had met, and if Lawfer and Arngrim would have met as well, maybe that would have helped tie up just those little few edges or loose ends that just kind of bug me. There's nothing wrong with this scene, I don't feel, but it's a very mysterious scene, and it has no true explanation as to how, why, when, what, where, I guess. So, make of it what you will. The only theory I really have for this is that when Lawfer let Roland go, Lawfer was seen as somebody with treason. And he either went down fighting, or he was executed for treason. That's really the only thing I can think of as to how or what happened to him. Other than that, it's really just, make of it what you will. But, with that said, we have ourselves our next party member. Introducing Lawfer. Lawfer, of all people here, is our first spear person. Actually, I'll show that later. But yes, Lawfer here. Lawfer is our first spearman. Our spearmen, we really don't have many spearmen to go by. But as far as the spearman goes, Lawfer is probably the most useful. In fact, I've heard many people. I have talked to many. I haven't talked. I have looked at playthroughs, guides, and like let's plays, or whatever, and they all praise that Lawfer was probably your third best physical attacker for like the remainder of the game. Like, there's almost no reason that you should use anyone else other than Lawfer. And I can kind of see why. His attacks are really nice. He has really good hits for his thing, his attacks, whatever. His special's not all that bad. And as a spearman, he has the best attacks, I feel. For convenience sake, I guess. But I personally think that we can find someone else to actually, you know, use for this kind of thing. But yes, as I said, he is a spear user. Now, I did go back and I did redo the thing. I didn't go to the Cave of Oblivion. Excuse me, and I didn't visit any of the other towns. But the other change I made was that I decided to just go ahead and just keep this item for Lawfer for this sake. It is the spinning spear. This is an item you get for. This is one of the random items you can get from the item randomizer when you go through the sacred phase. This one adds 20 capacity points when the other levels increase. So, Lawfer's going to get 2 more capacity points to raise his skills up a little bit faster. Just so he won't, you know, be so far back. But not only that, it is, if the monster is weak to poison, it'll add 50% damage. It has 3 hits. The attack and hit trusts are pretty good for what they're trying to go for. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty good spear to start with. I can probably get something better. In fact, we're going to take a look here and just take a look at some of the new items that we have for the store here. 3 of which being right here, which is a Prime Elixir, which is a full restore, pretty much. A Prime Banish, which cures Stoned and Cursed, but not Poison, Freeze, Faint, and Paralysis. So this is like an advanced Banish. Because you got Banish, you cure like the 4 small ones, but it can't cure Stone and Curse. This does. So there you go. And the Combo Potion, which increases your special attack gauge by 5. I've never used this, and I really don't really, I don't know what it's trying to make you do, honestly. So, I guess take what you will. In the meantime, what am I going to buy? Because honestly, there's a lot of good items that we can get right here and now. Just to have something nice. I think I actually want to get some armor for everybody here. But I'll take care of all of that off screen, just to show you guys. Actually, I wasn't done showing off all the items there, right there. So we got ourselves some elements items, except for this one here. That's just raises your thing, whatever. But yeah, all the items here, they're like elemental based or whatever. As far as I know, with some of these pieces of armor that offer like what is it? When they offer like status protection, like poison damage was 50%. Oh, it says. Wait a minute. Ah, that's how you tell. Damage plus 90. Damage minus 50. Ah, I get it. I understand the basic concepts now. But not only that though, but there's some poison check, paralysis check, a freeze check, and a stun check. It's a rumble to faint, freeze, paralysis, poison, or whatever. But it also helps resist the damage to it, so poison, lightning, ice, and fire. So that's nice. As for everything else here, we should be good. So yeah, I'm going to be using Lawfer for the next dungeon, because I kind of want to use Lawfer for that next dungeon. So we're going to have some fun with that. And speaking of next dungeons, I think we can go ahead and take a look at what's next. I get kind of scared when I do this now, because I know that sometimes dungeons come back to back, some of the recruitments for other players come back to back. So when I do this, I just hope that it goes from recruitment player to... up yours, game! Up yours! Freaking another Cave of Oblivion? Really? What the heck? That stinks. Fine. Alright, I guess, we'll save that Cave of Oblivion for next time. In fact, I think we can handle the monsters in here if we level up maybe 3 to 4 more times with each character. So I think we can do the 2 Cave of Oblivions here when we get our next dungeon. But since the game decided to be kinda rude and not show the next dungeon, I guess the next dungeon's gonna have to wait. So, my apologies for this, everybody, but there you go. So, I guess next time we'll see what happens next. Hopefully a dungeon, because I really want to get Lawfer out there, and I don't want to have so many characters in the party that I can't focus on one and then ignore the other, and yada yada yada. So, we'll see what happens, I guess. So with that said, skibatu. And until we find out what we're doing next, I guess, goodbye to you. Laters!